Well, as you can see with what we just saw come over this afternoon, that is the Vans RV-12 we've just seen came over this afternoon anyway, which obviously this is the one that's based down at Bodmin Airfield apparently. So yeah, this is the one we've just now seen anyway, especially compared to one we saw from the other aircraft we saw earlier on, was the Teclum P2002 it was, that we've seen earlier on apparently this afternoon, which that came a lot closer than what it was, what I saw from previously this morning. And then the other aircraft I did see was the microlight one apparently. I think obviously it was the ultralight plane that we just seen came over this afternoon, but it turns out because of the working men were making a lot of noise in the background, that's why it was blocking off the noise. It was because for some reason it was kind of blocking off noise. So yeah, but obviously for some reason it was just blocking off the noise. It was all because that I think the ultralight plane I just saw earlier on, which I did miss out, which it was the flight design. It was, which this is one that came from I believe Switzerland. I believe it's one of the flight designs I think I remember seeing, I think anyway. But that came right overhead me earlier on apparently, which earlier on this afternoon, which that came right overhead me. But there you go, as you can hear in the background, it's just all working men. You can probably hear in the background, which obviously it's just a noise I'm not even keen on, especially when I'm filming like planes and helicopters. It's just a noise I'm not really over keen on. It's just, this is what causes to stress me out. It does when I'm actually filming like tracking like planes and helicopters. Yeah, you can probably hear like now it's doing my head in literally. It's just people really need to stop making freaking noises all the time though. It's just what does my head in. So yeah, I think this is what has been going around near my place at the moment. It's all like to do with working men these days that just keep making a lot of noises, which they obviously do make a lot of noise sometimes, especially because it does my head in. Which is because I hate when there's noises going on in the background, especially when it's next to my house anyway. Which is sometimes it is so annoying. It's just what causes to stress me out. It does. But basically this is what causes to stress me out when there's just a lot of noise going around. This is why I get interrupted by a lot of noise, especially when there's a lot of working men going around, especially everything going around. It's just what stresses me. It's just what stresses me out all the time. So yeah, I really cannot stand that freaking noise. It just does my head in. Literally, this is why it just does everyone's head in these days, especially when they don't like noise and everything. Though it's just what gets me sometimes, especially with my lot of stress, anxiety, and all that. It's just, this is why I can't cope with the noise, and especially tracking planes at the same time. It's just that this is why I cannot cope with it sometimes. But you know, and yeah. But anyways, as you can see, that's the Vans RV-12. As you can see, this is where it took off from. So basically, as you can see, it took off at Bodmin Airfield just after 2 o'clock anyway. So basically, it took off from its base at Bodmin Airfield just around 2 o'clock anyway. And as you can see, just from here, he worked around all the way to North Cornwall. As you can see, it passed over towards Pasto, just over North Cornwall, and then, as you can see from here, flew past over Cornwall Airport, Newquay, which this is where we saw, not that one, the other one we did see earlier on, it was G-CLSF, I think it was, yeah. Yeah, as you can see, it was that one we saw earlier on apparently, which that one we'll see around 1:36 PM anyway, so just after 1:35 PM anyway. So anyway, back to the RV-12. So as you can see with this one, that flew past over Cornwall Airport, Newquay. As you can see, just flew past Cornwall Airport, Newquay. From there, passed over Cornwall Airport, Newquay, and then just from here, flew past Truro, and then for some reason he then decided that he came to fly by my place apparently. As you can see, this is where this as well was filming it from, as it was filming it as he was coming towards possibly over Budor Waterway. Apparently this is where he's coming from, as he came past towards Falmouth Bay, and then for some reason, as we saw it, he was flying at 23,000 feet. He was, and then yeah, literally for some reason he's just done a great big loop from there, and then yeah, he's just came with an overhead pass apparently, just around 23,000 feet anyway, to 25,000 feet, and then from here he then climbed up a bit to about 24,000 feet, and then to 25,000 feet, then passed over Flushing apparently. So yeah, he's just done one loop over at my place. So yeah, but anyway, apart from that, hopefully he should be heading back to his base at Bodmin Airfield very soon. And as you can see, the registration here, as you can see, is G-CL. As you can see, the registration is G-CL SF apparently. So the registration is G-CLSF apparently. So that's the registration, which is G-CLSF. Apparently that's the registration for that one, which this has been a while since we last saw this one. So yeah. But anyway, apart from that, it looks like it's possibly going back to its base at Bodmin Airfield, I believe now. So yeah. Okay, so yep. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.